Good morning. Kate Justice with you today from 10 until 2. Don't be confused, it is still the daytime. I'm normally here at night. Not today, though. It's a bank holiday. It's the last one in August. The last Monday. That's why it's a bank holiday. We do it every year. So let's chill out. Goodness me, and enjoy ourselves. I had so much admin I wanted to do today. You can't do that. No. Most people are off. So hopefully the weather's going to hold out. It feels very autumnal for this time of year, doesn't it? The blackberries are out. The days are getting shorter. It's getting a bit chillier. But we're in a very good mood. We're going to meet Liam O'Hare shortly in the next 10 minutes of the show. He is from Hereford. He used to be a pro ballet dancer. And now he is a pro boxer. What a story. What an upchange. Anyway, he's just done an epic run from Hereford to Heathrow. Yeah, boxers don't usually run that far, do they? Well, I mean, I don't know. Let's ask him. We're going to speak to him how it went and why he did it in the next 10 minutes. BBC. Hereford and Worcester. Tina first.
It is getting longer too. Music sounding good to me, but I wanna take you higher. Yeah, let me take you higher. Baby, baby, let me light your fire. Oh yeah, a little bit higher. Boom, shaka, boom, boom. Music's in your city too. Music's getting good to me, but now don't you wanna get higher? Yeah, don't you wanna get higher? Baby, baby, let me light your fire. Oh, high, a little bit higher. Woo! Boom, shaka, boom, boom. Come on, baby, higher. Don't you wanna get higher? Oh yeah, higher. Light your fire. Come on, get higher. A little bit higher. I wanna light your fire. Boom, shaka, boom, boom. Beat is here to make you move. Music's here to help you groove. The music's sounding good to me. Take your places. I'm gonna take you higher. Yeah, baby, wanna take you higher. Higher, a little bit higher. Come on, get me higher. A little bit higher.
You're the best. Tina Turner belting it out for us on a Monday morning. I nearly said Saturday morning then. I've got that Saturday feeling. It used to feel like a Sunday on a bank holiday, but I don't know, it feels more like a Saturday now. Which is odd because it's not next to a Saturday. But the other great thing about a bank holiday is that it turns it into a short week as well. So you get a long weekend and a short week. And I always forget that. Anyway, there's some gorgeous open gardens around the two counties at the moment. So much going on. I mean, it is a bumper weekend for stuff, isn't it? Loads of things, events and festivals. We've talked about, I think, all of them in the run-up. And we will continue to do that today. We'll have a little look at some open gardens in about half an hour or so. Just we can tell you where they are, because it's so nice to go and see the fruits of other people's labour, and it is a big effort. If you know anyone who's ever opened their garden, or if ever you've been to one in the preparation period, good grief. I mean, you walk through these open gardens, you think, oh, this is nice, aren't they lucky? You don't realise the hours and hours and hours and hours. I mean, people like cut grass with scissors and vacuum lawns and all sorts. I know. Intrepid. Anyway, we're talking running, boxing and ballet.
Dry your eyes, wipe your tears. Never like to see you cry. Won't you please forgive me? I wouldn't ever try to hurt you. I just needed someone to hold me, to fill the void while you flesh and blood I'm made. Human, born to make mistakes. So many nights I long to hold you. So many times I looked and saw your face. Nothing could change the way I feel. No. Flesh and blood I'm made. Human, born to make mistakes.
The tears I cry aren't tears of pain. They're only to hide my guilt and shame. I forgive you, now I ask the same of you. While we were apart, I was human too.
Flesh and blood I'm made. Human, born to make mistakes.
It's BBC Hereford and Worcester. Thank you for joining us this morning. And it is the morning. Someone, Mark, in fact, is who it is, has picked up on the fact that I'm on a different time. Don't be confused. It is still the day. He says, have you drawn the short straw? Well, do you know what? Mark. I don't think so. Got an evening at home tonight. So I get to, shop for dinner, cook dinner and wash up after dinner. Whoopee. Anyway, nice to have you with us. We're going to meet someone now who is a big friend of the evening show and a very big name in Hereford. Liam O'Hare, who used to be a ballet dancer, is now a professional boxer and has just completed an epic run from Hereford to Heathrow to raise money for charity. There's a lot going on there, isn't there? Let's meet him and find out how it went. Liam, good morning.
Good morning. Hello, Kate. Thanks for having me on.
It's nice to speak to you. It's my pleasure. Now, you completed this really long run last night. How are you feeling this morning?
My legs they're pretty tender. But in terms of actually in myself, I had a very good support team, so I made sure I was keeping the carbohydrates coming in all the way through the run and stuff like that. So I'm feeling about as chipper as I think one can after that sort of distance. So.
Right. How far was it and how long did it take you? And what sort of breaks did you have?
So in terms of the distance, we're not 100% sure yet exactly. We think it's around 120 miles, but the way we've worked that out is straight from point to point as opposed to following the actual roads. So it'll probably end up being a little bit more than that. But I'm going to get the exact distance and then
shout
then
about
we'll know.
it. Yeah. So well over 120 miles, and you did this all in one go, didn't you?
Yeah, so I say one go. I did it back to back. So I did a run from Hereford to Oxford, and then we did spend the night in a Premier Inn. And then we woke up bright and early and attacked Oxford to Heathrow on the second day. And I tell you what, I think my legs are bad now, but they were about as bad yesterday morning, and I had to run another two marathons. So
that's right. So how many? So this is basically 2 double marathons in 2 days.
So it's about 4.5 to 5 marathons again, depending on what comes back, but it's around that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well that in itself is a huge challenge, but also you're not actually a runner, are you?
I'm not. I'm a boxer, so I've got a certain baseline of fitness, but it's a very different type of fitness. And I have to say, I only ran my first marathon in distance 2 months ago, I think. So I did my first half marathon race. I think that was about 3 months ago, and I came third place in that. And I thought, you know what, this is right. I'll try a marathon. So I ran back from my sister's house in Abergavenny to try my first marathon distance. And I did that, and I was like, you know what, my legs have got a bit more of me. So then I thought, right, I'm going to try and do all the way to London. So it's been a sort of 3-month progression of me just trying to take on more and more distance.
That's incredible. Why, Liam?
Honestly, I think I'm just not quite all there, I think, to be honest.
But you also wanted to raise money for charity.
Yeah, that's it. I did. And it was for a very, very good charity that's close to my heart. It's the First Light Trust, which is obviously supporting veterans locally. And obviously, I come from, I don't know, people probably don't know, but I come from a family of obviously very military background. Like I was a military brat myself, so traveled the country a lot, and I know exactly how much our boys and women sacrifice for our country in terms of service, and I think it's important that they get the support that's required afterwards. So
that's amazing.
So that's basically what the charity helps with.
Yeah, the First Light Trust helps in the rebuilding of lives of veterans and emergency service personnel and their families within the community, because they go through a lot, as we know. Well done, Liam. So that's a charity that obviously means a lot to you, and you've smashed your target.
That's it. It's been creeping. It was creeping up throughout the whole run, and we hit target. I think at the end of day one. So starting day 2, to be honest, the fact we'd hit target made it a lot easier for me to start putting one foot in front of the other on day 2. So yeah, anyone who's listening who's donated, thank you so much. You really helped get me over that finish line.
It's a big motivator, isn't it? Doing good. Well done, you. And actually, on your fundraising page, your GoFundMe page, there's quite a few details of where the money will go as well, and a link to the First Light Trust website. So if we type in, it's a run from Hereford to London by Liam O'Hare, and we can follow you on Instagram, which is Liam O'Hare, all one word, _pro_boxer, Liam O'Hare Pro Boxer.
Yeah, and if you want to tap into the journey, if you go on the First Light Trust page on Facebook, you can see all the update videos that we were doing as we were getting closer and closer, obviously, to the destination, which is a bit of fun.
Oh, right, perfect. First Light Trust, full support. That's wonderful. And just before you go, for our listeners that don't know who you are, talk to me about the transition from a ballet dancer to a boxer, because that's also been quite a fascinating thing to hear about.
Yeah, it has. So to be honest, really, the route of me going from ballet to boxing was like, well, when I first finished ballet, I went back to an all-boys boarding school, and as you can imagine, it was a little rough. So I went for boxing really for the idea of, this might fix my street cred a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yes.
But,
you were the Jamie Elliott.
That's it, exactly, Billy Elliot. And then I got into it, and I started finding actually there were a lot of similarities between dance and boxing. And I fell in love with boxing the same way I originally fell in love with dance. So yeah, and then the rest is history, really.
Can you still do any ballet?
I can. I do a little double tour en l'air at the end of my any ballet connoisseurs who know the terminology. It's basically you jump and you spin and whip your head twice, and you do 2 full rotations and then land on your feet. So I still do that one as a celebration at the end of my fights. But
in the boxing ring?
In the boxing ring at the end.
I bet the audiences have never seen that, have they?
I know, and that's it. You'll know the time you'll know I've had a tough fight when I don't do the celebration.
Right.
Or if I land on my arse.
Yes, exactly. Well, it's out now. That's funny. Okay, well, Liam, what a great story. A ballet dancer to boxer, but you still kind of incorporate the ballet, and I hope you always do, into the celebration at the end of your wins. When's the next fight? Do you know? How many a year do you do?
Actually, after I'm off the phone now, I think I'm going to ring up my manager and I'm going to find out what the next step is, because we've been waiting to get this out of the way in case of injury and stuff. So we didn't want to get something on the cards and then have to pull out.
Right.
So I'll get on now and let him know that I'm not buckled and we can go. So.
Oh, I bet they love you, your boxing training team. You run 5 marathons in a day. Bet they're thinking, crikey.
That's it. I give my manager and coach one hell of a headache, I think.
Well, it's worth it. You've raised well over £1,000, and the fundraising hasn't stopped yet. So it's the First Light Trust. If we look on their Facebook page, we can find a link to you and your GoFundMe, or your Liam O'Hare Pro Boxer on Instagram. Liam, when are you coming back to Hereford? Because I think you're probably still in London, are you?
Yes, so my plan is, I'll definitely be back because I've got work next Monday, so I'll definitely be back for that.
Right, well, we'll see you then.
How much I've run.
Yeah, what? Can you get a lift back, yeah?
Yeah, I think I'll get the bus. Yeah,
get a lift on the bus. Brilliant. Well, look after yourself. A couple of ice baths and a hearty massage, I'd say. That's on the agenda for you. Be careful, Liam. Thanks so much for the update, and congratulations again on your brilliant fundraising.
Thank you so much. And again, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And again, thank you to everyone who's donated. Love you all.
Oh, that's wonderful stuff. Liam O'Hare there, pro boxer. Look him up on Instagram. He's raised nearly £1,400 so far of £1,000 goal, running from Hereford to London. So that, by the time he's worked it out, it's probably going to be the equivalent of 5 marathons. And he set off on, I think it was Saturday, set off and got there last night. 1 night's sleep in the middle, and that's it. Rather him than me, but congratulations to Liam. It's BBC Hereford and Worcester. We'll be back with a bit of Andrew Gold and a mid-morning mind workout for you after this.
Tonight on World Championship Wrestling. Ow! This is a sting. You can call me the Stinger, and if you want to find out what getting stung is all about, tune in to TBS. Ow! World Championship Wrestling, 6:05 Eastern on the Superstation tonight.
You better think about what you're trying to do to me. Think, let your mind go, let yourself be free. Let's go way on, way back when. I didn't even know you couldn't have been too much more than 10. I ain't no psychiatrist, I ain't no doctor with degrees, but it don't take too much time to see what you're doing to me. You better think about what you're trying to do to me, yeah. Think, let your mind go, let yourself be free. Oh, freedom, 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 oh, freedom, yeah, freedom, now freedom, 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 need some freedom, oh, freedom, hey, think about it, think about it, ain't nothing you could ask, I could answer you what I want, but I was gonna change it, I'm not if you keep doing things I don't. You better think about what you're trying to do to me, oh, think, let your mind go, let yourself be free. People walk around every day playing games and taking scores, trying to make other people lose their mind. Well, be careful you don't lose yours. Oh, think about what you're trying to do to me. Woo-hoo. Think, let your mind go, let yourself be free. You need me, and I need you. Without each other, ain't nothing even can do. Oh, think about it, baby. What you trying to do to me? Come on, baby. Think about it right now. Yeah, right now. Oh, think about it right now. You can be your son, think about it, baby, baby. Oh, good fun, baby.
We're a bit late. It's bank holiday, but we're still going to squeeze it in, our mid-morning mind workout. I think even more important on a bank holiday, don't you? The reason it's so important is because it gets our brains working and our minds stretched. So, we are with Tanya the Tune from Tenbury Wells today, who loves her classic songs so much so that she teases her friends with her very own game. Now, Tanya will only reveal the first letter in every word of the title of a hit that has reached the top of the charts. First letter in every word of the title of a chart-topping hit. Today, she has picked a bank holiday banger, very appropriate, from 1986. I'm going to tell you the letters, and you're going to tell me the song, okay? The letters from Tanya the Tune from Tenbury Wells are I, W, T, W, U, W, Y. You writing that down? I'll give you a chance to grab a pen and I'll give it to you one more time. Hang on. I, W, T, W, U, W, Y. So what is the song? I'll probably tell you the answer in about an hour, so you've got until then to come up with the answer. Text me on 81333, start your message HW. WhatsApp me on 08000 321 333, or email me kate.justice@bbc.co.uk. And if you prefer a little chatteroony, you can call on 0800 121 8181. Tanya the Tune from Tenbury Wells in charge today. Let's stretch our minds.
I'm the best friend he's got. I'd give him the shirt off my back. He knows he can trust me with his life. But each time he leaves me alone with his wife. I wish he didn't trust me so much. I think he really trusts me too much. How can he be so blind? We both got the same good taste. He should know when he's gone on his business trips. I can't help watching this woman without losing my grip. I wish he didn't trust me so much. I think he really trusts me too much. Though I swear, oh, it's not my will. But there's a way she make me feel. Lord, I'm scared, so scared of what I do. If she starts feeling the same way too, we got a problem. I think you really trust me too much. It's not that she leads me on. I'm getting there all by myself. But just being with her all alone, I can't help but hoping that he never comes home. I wish he didn't trust me so much. I think he really trusts me too much. I wish he didn't trust me so much. We got a problem. I think you really trust me too much. Though I swear, oh, it's not my will. But it's something about the way she makes me feel. Lord, I'm so scared of what I do. If she starts feeling the same way too. I wish she didn't trust me so much. I think you really trust me. I got a problem. You can see I'm caught up in the middle.
And we're a bit late today, running behind time. We're going to have a look at an open garden for you in a minute. I love doing things like that. But what will the weather be like if we are out and about? Feeling quite autumnal at the moment, isn't it? I'm just a bit disappointed the summer seems to be over. Anyway, this afternoon it will be mostly dry. We've got patchy cloud and some sunny spells. However, there is a small chance of the odd isolated shower drifting in at times and highs of 19 degrees. Little change expected for the overnight period as there will be variable cloud interspersed with clear intervals and it'll remain largely dry throughout. Overnight temperatures between 8 and 11 Celsius. Tomorrow, after a largely dry morning with patchy cloud and sunshine, we'll see scattered light showers feed in from the northwest in the afternoon and these will tend to ease later in the evening. Quite breezy tomorrow. Highs of 19 degrees again. So that is for your Tuesday. Wednesday will start sunny, but it looks to turn increasingly cloudy with the risk of isolated showers. It'll be a little breezy. Thursday, unsettled with outbreaks of rain spreading eastwards, and that rain will gradually clear to just becoming a few showers overnight into Friday. Some of those, however, could potentially be thundery. Temperatures close to or slightly below the seasonal average. So, yeah, it's normal by the end of August, beginning of September to be like 19, 20 degrees, 21. Normal. Definitely summer heading into the distance now, isn't it?
The sound.
The sound.
The sound of Herefordshire and Worcestershire.
Together, we can make a difference. Be
Hereford and Worcester.
Thank you for all the guesses on the Mid-Morning Mind workout. We'll recap it for you in about 10 or 15 minutes.
Tonight is the night that you make me a woman. You said you'll be gentle with me, and I hope you will. I'm nervous, I'm trembling, waiting for you to walk in. I'm trying hard to relax, but I just can't keep still. No, I can hear your car door slamming. I wanna play big girl and put on a sexy smile, but I know so little about what love is. I just can't help acting like a child. You're knocking on my door and you're ringing my bell. Hope you're not impatient after waiting so very long. Oh yeah, I put you off with my silly hang-ups, and we're both old enough to know right from wrong. Tonight is the night that you make me a woman. You said you'll be gentle with me, and I hope you will. I'm nervous, I'm trembling, waiting for you to walk in. I'm trying hard to relax, but I just can't keep still. Hey, baby. Oh, oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, what if my mama should come home early and catch us doing what we're doing? Not only will I never live it down, but my whole family relationship, it'll all be ruined. But we've gone a little bit too far now, oh, to turn around. So let's just pray that true love is what we find tonight, 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 tonight. Oh, I never forget tonight. No, no, I never forget tonight. When you made me feel real, you made me feel real, real good. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, I'm gonna thank you, love. Said I got to thank you, love, 'cause you made me feel good.
Is the one, but I don't need to tell you that. Anyway, it's BBC Hereford and Worcester, just gone 20 to 11. Kate Justice with you today until 2 o'clock. Ooh, that reminds me, we have a top 10 from When at 1 o'clock. Some musical indulgence for you a little bit later. Now, though, we're going to an open garden. Now, this particular garden that we're going to have a closer look at today is part of the National Open Garden Scheme, which is such a wonderful idea. It gives people a chance to show off their fruits of their hard labour. It raises money for charity, and it gives the rest of us an opportunity to look around these beautiful, stunning gardens that would otherwise just be private a lot of the time. Now, though, we're off to Malvern Wells, to the foot of the Malvern Hills, to the Dell House, which is owned and run by Elizabeth and Kevin Rolfe. An absolutely stunning house and garden with lots of history, and I can imagine a lot of hard work. Let's bring in Elizabeth now to tell us a bit more about it. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning.
Nice to speak to you. It's amazing.
Nice to speak to you.
You've got time to chat on the phone with all the gardening you do.
Well, yes, we have a large garden and it takes a lot of time, but we so enjoy it. It's so worthwhile and we really enjoy sharing it with other people. Makes all the hard work worth it.
Yes, I bet it does. And talk to me a little bit about the size of the garden, because your house has got a lot of history, hasn't it? It's a beautiful property. How long have you lived there and how big is the garden?
Well, just coming back a little bit, you said an old house. The house dates from 1836, and the garden was laid out in probably the 1860s. We moved here in 2014. The garden is about 2 acres in size. It's on the hillside, as a lot of Malvern gardens are. We've got quite a slope in the garden. In fact, we moved from Cambridge, and there's a distinct difference. There's probably more slope in our garden than there is in entire Cambridge. But, it's a bit of a shock. Gardening on a slope, one of our more difficult areas to work on is quite a steep slope that we've got as a bank. But no, there's a real mixture in the garden, because 2 acres, it actually feels bigger than that, because we've got the terrace immediately outside the house, with lovely views over to the Cotswolds. And then we've got various wooded areas, little different bits of the garden. We've got a garden railway, got some more formal lawns, but then much more wildy areas. We very much garden with wildlife in mind, there's lots of nooks and crannies and lots of things to find, and lots of tree carvings, because we rather went down that hole quite a long way, but yeah.
It's addictive, isn't it?
It is indeed. Yes.
That's fabulous. So how much work? 2 acres of gardens sounds completely insane. Do you have a team of gardeners?
No, I mean, it's Kevin and myself. We do it. Occasionally we get a helping hand from gardeners who are available for a bit, but broadly it's Kevin and myself. It's obviously very different because it is very natural in style, and we're not into sort of annuals planting and lots of flower beds. So it is relatively low maintenance, but it is still a lot of work. We wouldn't deny that. But it's our life, it's our work. We actually run a guest house here as well. So between so basically we've got sort of freedom as how we use our time. We're very busy a lot of the time for various things, but we really enjoy spending time in the garden and using it for guests, but also to open the garden for charity like we are doing today. Right.
So tell me about today. Are you open now? Oh no, you open at 11, don't you?
Yeah, we open at 11. We're open 11 till 3. We were open yesterday and had a good number of people through, and actually raised about £300. So that was good. And yes, we added an extra opening today from 11 till 3. So if people can come and have a look around the garden and enjoy some tea and cake on the terrace as well, that would be great.
Oh, how civilised. That just sounds blissful, Elizabeth. And you're raising money as part of the National Garden Scheme. Correct, the National Open Garden Scheme, yes.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, I know it's amazing to share your garden, especially with the work involved. But is it particularly rewarding to know that there's fundraising going on as well?
Oh, very much so. And the National Garden Scheme supports a lot of sort of health and welfare type charities, Macmillan Trust and sort of related charities, and it's really good. There's lots of benefits. You're raising money, you're seeing people enjoying your garden, and people admiring what we're doing, and it's all round really. It's good messages all round.
It ticks a lot of boxes.
It does indeed.
So how can we just turn up, or do we need to book through the website?
Can turn up. The main issue is that we've got a limited amount of parking. So to book through the website means we will definitely know we're coming and we will definitely be able to have a parking space. But particularly if we had quite a few people yesterday who were just walking here and cycling, and so there's no problem just turning up from that point of view.
I see.
The other thing I will say is that we are open today, but we're also open at any time by prior appointment. Because rather than just focusing it all in one day, the garden looks good throughout the year. Quite often, we're often around. You can give us a ring and say, can we come around this afternoon and see your garden? And you'll probably get a yes, you can. And that's just phoning us on our on our landline, Malvern, 564-448.
564-448. And you've got a website as well, haven't you, for your
Indeed,
house?
Yes. Yeah, and the details are on, if you just Google the Dell House, Malvern Wells, then you'll find us as well.
The Dell House, Malvern Wells, and you can look it up on the National Garden Scheme.
Absolutely, yeah.
ngs.org.uk as well.
Yeah.
Lots of no excuse not to know where you are or find you or come popping along and have a look. That's quite helpful, actually. It's nice when it's an open garden scenario for the tea and cake and the kind of camaraderie of everyone, but it's also lovely to know that if we can't make it today, we won't miss out.
Indeed. And in fact, we might even be able to provide tea and cake on other days as well.
I bet you would. Do you know what, Elizabeth? You strike me as that sort of person. Thank you ever so much. I think it's been a couple of years, maybe 3 years since we spoke when you were doing it before. And it sounds like you're obviously really enjoying it. What a great arrangement, really, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely. I mean, particularly because I think it was for years, it was probably before lockdown. And actually, that was one time when our garden, we opened it a lot because it was somewhere people could meet outside. And in fact, over those years, we raised a couple of £1,000 a year over those times, and it was so valuable. And that was even more pleasure to see people really enjoying it and taking time to meet people and chat outside and things. We really felt we were doing something then.
Of course. Wow. Fabulous. Elizabeth, thank you ever so much indeed for coming on the show, and have a wonderful day today. I'll let you get on with your guests because they'll be arriving soon.
Okay, thanks indeed. Nice to meet you. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye for now. Lovely stuff. Elizabeth Rolfe, who with her husband Kevin owns and runs the Dell House. If you type that into your search engine, Malvern Wells, the Dell House, you'll be able to find their website. Then you can give them a call and go along, or just turn up today between 11 and 3.
Take BBC Sounds with you this summer.
Thank you, it's very nice to be here.
With the BBC Sounds app, you can pause and rewind live radio. Rewind live radio. And with continued listening, you can pick up your favourite podcasts right where you left off.
I was your best man, and I was yours, and you were mine, and then you were mine again.
So whatever you're up to this summer, don't miss a thing.
And now the celebrations can start!
Download the BBC Sounds app.
Oh my Lord, baby, listen. He was telling me how you hurt him, that he tried to be a good man, how you went through all of his money, Lord, and broke his heart all over again. Now he's sitting there hurting and feeling sorry for himself. And I sat there listening, and I caught the blues from someone else. Yes, I did. From someone else. It reminded me of my problems that I was having with you. Oh, how I trusted someone who was being untrue. Now I'm sitting here hurting and feeling sorry for myself. I shouldn't have been sitting there listening. I caught the blues from someone else.
Someone else.
Oh yes, I did.
Someone else.
I can't let this get me down and walk again on blues ground. I can't let this get me down. I know there's happiness to be found. I got the blues. Yeah. Oh Lord. He said when he tried to leave you, something wouldn't let him go. I know what he's talking about. because I've been down that same road before. Now I'm sitting here hurting and feeling sorry for myself. I shouldn't have been sitting there listening. I caught the blues from someone else.
Someone else.
Oh my Lord, from someone else.
Someone else.
I was feeling alright until I talked to him last night. It brought back all of those memories. How the woman mistreated me. From someone else.
Kate Justice here with you until 2 o'clock today. We're in the middle of a mind workout. Mid-morning mind workout, if I'm going to use the full title. Thank you for all the guesses. We've got quite a few ones coming in that are correct. I'll recap it first. Tanya the Tune from Tenbury Wells, a classic song lover. She teases her friends with her very own game. She will only reveal the first letter in every word of the title of a hit that has reached the top of the charts. You following? The letters for today's bank holiday banger from 1986 are I-W-T-W-U-W-Y. What is the song? Thank you to Eric and Barb from Stoke Prior. Morning to you. You've got it right. Sarah in Kidderminster. Michelle in Kidderminster, both correct. George in Worcester. High fives, you have got it right. Tina's got it right as well, as so has Mary in Bewdley. And Anne, listening in Kemerton. Hi, Anne. Thank you for your email. John H. in Kidderminster. Yes, I'm well, thank you. Hope you are too. Thank you to Synth in Bewdley for getting in touch. Nice to have you. And you are correct. I think it's too easy. Webby's also got it right as well. Is it too easy, you reckon? Well, if you want to have a guess, all you got to do is email me, kate.justice@bbc.co.uk, or if you prefer, you can send a text to 81333, start your message HW, or you could also WhatsApp on 08000 321 333, although I haven't actually checked the WhatsApps yet. Callum is doing it now. And Callum's answering the phones on 0800 121 8181. I'm going to tell you the answer in about half an hour, so you've got that long to play along. Time for this now.
Is to love you, but to know me is not that way, you see. 'Cause you made me so happy that my love for you grows endlessly. And
Stand by, we're going to reveal the answer to today's mid-morning mind workout in the next half hour.
The sound of where we live.
And all the music you love.
The music you love. BBC.
Hereford and Worcester.
We're still here. Kate with you today. We've got a top 10 from When After 1 o'clock, and in the next couple of hours we're going to meet another nominee from our Make a Difference Awards. And, I mean, we've already had a busy hour, but we're going to Scripthaven this morning between 11 and 12. Scripthaven is the brand new independent bookshop and coffee shop in the middle of Worcester. I actually popped in on Friday. It's just opened. It's only been open 3 weeks, and it's doing brilliantly well. It's a brilliant concept, actually, a marvellous concept. A real platform for local authors, writers, poets, novelists, and a place to go and meet up and have coffee. And if you want to just read, you can do that there as well, along with loads of other stuff going on at Scripthaven. So how is it gone? What is the concept behind it? How did it all come about, and how is it doing? We'll find out from the owner and founder, former Worcestershire Poet Laureate Lena Batchelor. She's my guest in the next hour of the show.
BBC. Hereford and Worcester.
Got some pretty good tunes for you as well. Bit of The Police now.
Cast
message in a bottle. Message in a bottle.
It's a good one from the Police. Message in a bottle. It's BBC Hereford and Worcester. Kate Justice here today. We are chilling on a bank holiday. I know lots of people have got lots of jobs to do. Oh, it's a terrible weekend for jobs, isn't it? The list. Oh, that list. It was enough to give you anxiety on Friday. Now look, though, so many things ticked off. I am very guilty of writing things on the list that I've already done. I remember when I used to have to take the kids to school. That's all behind me now. Both my kids are grown up. When I used to have to do a school run, I'd get home and I'd think, oh, I've got to write a list of jobs now. And I'd start off with school run. And then I'd tick it off. And that was actually psychologically quite a good thing to do. So that's my tip of the day. If you haven't done everything on your list yet, you've still got the rest of Monday. But add a couple of things on that you've already done. Have coffee. Oh, speaking of coffee, we're off to the new coffee shop / independent bookshop in Worcester very shortly. We're going to meet Lena Batchelor, who's a former Worcestershire Poet Laureate, and set it all up and find out how it's going 3 weeks in after this.
When I got home this morning, my old lady was mad, and she had my bags packed and sitting on the front porch. Now I couldn't figure out what I had done wrong. I found out someone had made some calls to my home, and she said, I ain't buying what you're selling. I don't believe what you're telling. I ain't buying what you're selling. I don't believe what you're telling. Sure, I was out with an old girlfriend of mine. They saw us out, but we were just reminiscing old times. It's true, I stayed with her for an hour or two. That don't mean I was cheating on you. I ain't buying what you're selling. I don't believe what you're telling. I ain't buying what you're selling. I don't believe what you're telling. Now your mouth all stuck out.
So we've talked about this a little bit already this morning. Script Haven, the new independent bookshop and coffee house in Worcester. It's in a really good spot right on the edge of Cathedral Square, next door to Lush, if you know where that one is. So yeah, good real estate. And the lady behind it is Lena Batchelor. Lena is a former Worcestershire Poet Laureate. She's a writer herself as well. And now a bookshop owner. I know. So I speak to her a lot on the evening show here at BBC Hereford and Worcester. We followed the whole process when she first came up with the concept to when it actually came to fruition, which was just over 3 weeks ago. So I popped in on Friday for the first time, actually, because I don't live in Worcestershire, I live in Herefordshire, so I don't often get a chance to pop out for coffee in Worcester. So I did on Friday. I thought I'd get the backstory to share with you. And this is how it went. We've done this before, Lena, but nice to see you in person.
Lovely to meet you in person too. Yeah. We hear disembodied voices. Now we can put faces to names.
I
it's
know,
great.
yeah. But also with social media, we generally know what each other looks like half the time, don't we? It's funny. So here we are in absolute prime real estate spot in the middle of Cathedral Square in Worcester, and we're standing in front of your shop.
Yes, I know. A dream come true. Thank you.
Yeah, so Script Haven, I mean, I know you and I have talked about it a lot.
Yes.
We're going to have a little look round, if that's all right, and then you can tell me the history behind it.
That would be lovely.
So, obviously you've got people outside on the street, and I noticed the dog bowl.
Absolutely, and dog treats inside as well.
Right, excellent.
So we look after our pooches.
That's lovely. So what are we looking at here? You've got, is this permanent, your...
So they are removable panels, so we can pull them in if the council need the space, the extra street space.
Yeah.
But yeah, they stay out all the time. All the time we're open, so there's always seating. It's nice and sheltered, so if you've got windy days or lots of noise coming past, you still feel quite secluded and safe, but you can see the world going by.
I mean, what an amazing spot to sit and watch the world go by.
Fabulous, right? You've got
that's all you do
everything in
now.
the Cathedral Plaza. When the Women's World Cup was on, we had crowds here because the council decided to put up a huge screen up in Cathedral Plaza,
wow.
So we were just full.
Well, that was a great timing then, because you haven't been open very long.
No, it'll be 3 weeks tomorrow.
Congratulations. Well, let's go in and absorb the atmosphere inside.
Excellent.
So we're coming in, I mean, we've painted red.
We're painted red. We have our window display here on the right as you come in, which we change on a regular basis. So this week we're going along the theme of myths and legends because of all the students passing their exams. They're legends. They've worked so hard.
Well, I
So,
like it.
there we
done.
go.
I see Terry Pratchett, obviously,
Oh,
making
yes.
an appearance there.
Yeah.
Right.
One of my favourite authors.
Yes.
So as we come into the main shop itself, we have a cafe area where people can come and sit, whether they just want coffee and cake or whether they want to browse our books or sit and do some work, study. They've got a nice quiet space to do that. And then we have our array of bookshelves, which are expanding. So we have a mixture of new books here and our bookcase dedicated to our local authors on both sides.
Wow, that's good. That is excellent.
Yes.
And that's one thing that you felt strongly about.
Absolutely, yeah. Local authors, local artists, local creatives. We started off with a blackboard area on the wall where we put the names of all the local authors we have in stock. I've run out of wall.
So many names, right? Yeah, exactly.
I've run out of wall. I have more author names to go up there with up to nearly 40 local authors that we support and promote through the shop.
Oh, that's fantastic, isn't
In
it?
3 weeks.
You need some more.
We do. We need more wall, but we've also just installed a professional gallery system to hang our paintings and our artwork, so we can change up and display our artists' artwork.
It's beautiful, actually, isn't it?
Yes.
A lovely atmosphere. So, did you put this counter in?
No,
Let's
all the
have a look over
counter,
here.
all the fixtures and fittings were already in when we took over the shop. I love just the feel, that ethos. It's all reclaimed wood, so it's sustainable and it gives you a lovely, cosy, warm feel.
Yeah, it doesn't feel. It feels like it's been here forever. It feels like we know it.
Yes.
Familiarity.
Feels
isn't it?
very organic.
Comfort. Yeah, and I noticed your little office corner here.
Yeah,
as well.
well, that just happens to be where I've perched today. But we have some jewellery and some artwork which has just come in from some local creatives as well from Worcester.
That's so wonderful. And you have a member of staff here as well?
We do. We have the delightful Chaz, who's just brilliant. Yeah, my right-hand woman.
Hi, Chaz.
Hiya.
Hello, and you're a student?
I am. I study at the University of Worcester. I study film studies in media and culture with the hopes of becoming a teacher someday.
Gosh. Well, good luck. We need more teachers apparently, so
Absolutely.
well done.
Thank you so much.
That sounds really a good course, doesn't it? And then so we're all in sort of the creative
We are,
industry.
yes, and a
Talk
number
about
of my volunteers come from all sorts of backgrounds. So some of them are students, some of them are stay-at-home mums who just want a little bit extra and a reason to get out of the day, and some are retired people.
Yeah.
It's a real mix. Real
How
mix of
fabulous.
people.
And what are your opening hours? You know, how do you
So
do it?
Monday to Saturday we're typically open 9 to 6:30, and Sunday we're open 10 to 4:30. But if we do have gigs on and events on, we're open later in the evening. We had Charlie Barnes do a book launch last week, so we stayed open for that until about 7:30, 7:45. Occasionally we might close earlier if we've got a private booking. So we had a staff meeting. Lush next door asked to have their staff meeting and
Did
a leaving
they?
do in here.
Oh, wow.
So we closed at 5:30 for that. So occasionally we might close an hour
Yeah.
or so earlier.
But you can do what you want.
Yes. Absolute
I
freedom.
love-
It feels
yeah.
quite rebellious.
I know, I love that. I love that. And at the moment it's just coffee and cake.
Coffee, cake, toast and crumpets.
Oh my word. Okay, that sounds nice.
We started doing toast and crumpets about a week and a half ago, and yeah, I keep wiping out the shelves.
Right, that's a popular
They're
one
very
then. Right.
popular, very popular.
And if we go round the back, there's a nook. Is there?
There is.
So-
Follow me.
okay,
A very
okay.
special little book nook.
Book nook.
A book nook. Still in the process of being organised, but as you can see, it is just full of books.
Oh, everywhere you look. Wow.
So we're gradually building up seating, so we've got more comfortable seating, comfy armchairs. We've already got a little 2-seater sofa, so people can sit in here, read, work, chill, or they can have meetings, groups, support groups meet in here as well. They make use of our space.
It's heaven, actually, isn't it?
Yes.
For book lovers.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah. Lovely chat there with former Worcestershire poet laureate Lena Batchelor in her new independent bookshop and coffee shop. They've got a website, scripthaven.co.uk, and you can find them just on the edge of Cathedral Square. I might even pop up there this afternoon because they actually have a special offer on for bank holiday, which is a lucky dip book along with your scone and coffee. Or tea. And the scone comes with jam and cream. Oh my goodness, I'm peckish now. And apparently there's no judgment depending on whether you want your cream or your jam first.
This is BBC Hereford and Worcester.
Playing all the
Join the crowd at Memphis Wrestling this Friday night at the South Haven Arena, Highway 51 North. Television still only $6 for best entertainment value in the Mid-South. With free parking. Don't miss a single swirl. With special guest selling movie superstar Goldust. Memphis Wrestling this Friday night at the South Haven Arena, Highway 51 North. Bell times 7:30. On the
Fine Young Cannibals, She Drives Me Crazy. Don't know who that is about. Not me. But driving some people crazy this morning, I probably am, with our mid-morning mind workout. Time to reveal the answer now, though. I've got to be honest. If you know the answer, I feel very flattered this morning because I've got a bunch of people texting and emailing me with this lovely sentence. I say lovely, it's a bit cheeky, isn't it, really? Bit suggestive. Anyway, I'll remind you of the clue. Tanya the Tune from Tenbury Wells is our clue setter today. She loves classic songs and she teases her friends with her very own game. She reveals only the first letter in every word in the title of a hit that went to number 1. She's picked a bank holiday banger today from 1986 with the letters IWT, WU, WT. What was at the top of the charts on August Bank Holiday 1986? That's probably the biggest clue, isn't it? Thank you to everybody who's guessed it right. I think I've got you all, apart from Les at Sam's Toys in Gormont Street in Hereford. Hello, Les. And Dermot in Stourport-on-Severn, he's just heard. And he's got it absolutely right. Oh, I bet it's nice in Stourport today. Anyway, thank you to everyone who guessed it correctly. We had Webby, Synth in Bewdley, Anne in Kemerton, John H in Kidderminster, Tina, Mary in Bewdley, George in Worcester, Michelle, Sarah, both in Kidderminster, Eric and Barb in Stoke Prior, and I think that's everybody. Congratulations if you said that it was actually Boris Gardner and I Want to Wake Up With You. Yeah, I've got a lot of messages in my inbox saying I want to wake up with you. Aye, aye. So, congratulations to those who got it right. Quite a few of you today. You're on form for a bank holiday. Woo! This will put us in a good mood. Thank you for playing the game. We'll do it all again tomorrow with another mid-morning mind workout at around the same time.